Good day to our chairman of the board, Mr. Takanori Tadate, our expected Japanese delegates, sponsors, guests, and my fellow NCHL scholars. It is truly an honor and privilege to be with you here today. Some journeys begin with certainty, while others are shaped through faith, resilience, and the courage to keep moving forward despite difficulties. For me, that journey began many years ago with a simple dream and the hope for a better future. I'm Katrina Guillermo, and I've been an NCHL scholar since 2013, back when I was in grade 5. Looking back now, it feels rewarding to see how far that journey has taken me as a graduating architecture student today. The legendary architect Frank Lloyd Wright once said that the most resilient structures are not those that never bend, but those that refuse to break under the heaviest storms. When we first started studying architecture, I thought that this was just a lesson about steel and concrete. But as I look back, I realize it is actually a beautiful truth about life. In life, we cannot always stop the storms from coming. We cannot control the hardships, the financial struggles, or the heavy pressures that test our boundaries. But we can choose how we respond. We can bend, we can adapt, and we can find the inner strength to refuse to break. Architecture is beautiful, but it is also unforgiving. Every plate required countless hours of drafting. Every project demanded endless patience. There were nights when sleep was a luxury I couldn't afford, and mornings where I questioned if I was truly cut out for this path. Beyond the sleepless nights, one of the heaviest challenges was the constant financial pressure. Architecture is an expensive course, requiring drafting materials, large-scale printing, model-making supplies, and gadgets capable of running demanding design software. Adding to that was the physical demands of fieldwork. Architecture isn't just learned inside a comfortable classroom. It requires us to go into the real world. I remember the struggle of conducting site visits during intense sunny days, walking broad areas of land under the heat, holding measuring tools and clipboards while trying to document every detail of the site. It reminded me that chasing a dream means pushing through both mentally and physically. While every semester came with its own struggles, my greatest challenge came during Design 9 and 10, especially in Design 9 where our capstone thesis truly tested not only my skills and creativity, but also my determination. After months of pouring my heart into my paper, the panel gave me their verdict: major revisions across almost the entire project, and I had exactly 1 week to redo it all if I wanted to pass. I felt completely defeated. While others were resting, I spent days and nights rewriting chapters and correcting mistakes under pure physical and emotional exhaustion. I slept only a few hours each night, staring at my laptop through blurred eyes, forcing myself to continue because stopping felt like giving up on everything I had worked for. But looking back now, I realize that growth often happens during the moments when we feel the most uncertain. Challenges have a way of revealing strengths we never knew we had. I once read a quote that says, "The ending you feared is the beginning you needed." At first, I thought that the thesis revision marked the end of my confidence, but in reality, it became the beginning of my resilience. It taught me that failure is not the end of the story, but it is simply a chance to improve, rebuild, and keep going. Sometimes life redirects us, not to punish us, but to prepare us for something greater than we first imagined. Along the way, the Angel Scholarship became one of the many blessings that helped lighten the weight of the journey. Beyond the financial assistance, it served as a reminder that there were people willing to support students like me in reaching our goals. To our generous sponsors from Japan, especially my sponsor Kuya Masao, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your kindness did not only help fund my education, it also encouraged me to continue pursuing my dreams despite the challenges along the way. Through Enchild, I also met fellow scholars. I realized that while we all carry our own silent battles, we are united by a shared belief that education is our ticket to a better life. As Buckminster Fuller once said, The best way to predict the future is to design it. As an architecture enthusiast, I learned that every structure begins with a vision, careful planning, and the willingness to start from the ground up. In many ways, life the future we hope for sacrifices, persistence. Every challenge I experienced became part of the foundation that shaped who I am today. So my dream is no longer just to become a successful architect who builds structures, but become an architect of hope, creating spaces that improve lives and building opportunities for students who are sitting exactly where I was 13 years ago. To the Enshad family, thank you for being the light in my darkest semesters. And to my parents, every blueprint I draw and every success I achieve belongs to you. This milestone is only the beginning of many more dreams yet to be built. So see you on my next blueprint and thank you, Enshad family.